Thursday live. I'm actually going live on my normal day. Sorry if there's beeping happening. I'm getting messages for some friends. We were just talking about some things and now they're checking out what theirs looks like compared to mine. Computers are wonderful, wonderful things, but there we go. So it appears I am live everywhere, which is fantastic. If you are popping in live or popping in on the replay, please say hello, because I love to know you're here enjoying some inspiration or just enjoying some downtime. And I find watching other people's videos, I normally learn one thing or get a spark of an inspiration or find something that I like. And yeah, I often watch the videos while I'm doing something, so they're on in the background. And if I'm watching on YouTube, I do watch sped up. I will not take offense if you speed me up, because I do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to watch as much stuff as what I do. So please be sure to pop in with comments. I am just rechecking all of that. So today we are playing with... often watch the videos while I'm... Okay, so I am not getting Facebook comments again. Hey Dee, hey Roz, hey Bobby, hey Lisa. I haven't seen you. You're catching me live. Hey Donna and Kathy. So I'm not getting Facebook comments again. Nope. I'm not seeing any comments on Haps, Dee. So yeah, I'm seeing Bobby's on Haps now, but that's fine. I can deal with this. I'm watching it on my laptop, Bobby. There's no swiping required when I'm watching it on my laptop. Today we are doing my final class project. I'm not going to try and fix it now. I'll just deal with it the way it is. It's all good. Hey, Sylvia. Artistically Inked. This is my fourth and final project from my catalogue launch using this stamp set. And we are doing something a little different. We are making a tag and a box. Now I'm going to show you how to put together these scallop tagged boxes, but I am going to make a card with the tags. I don't need this many or as many boxes. I think I've got 3 more tags to stamp. So what I thought was I would use the tag to make some cards, but I did want to show you how super easy this box is to put together. So I know they are, and I have used them. Hey, Roz, I have used them. I've used them quite a bit over the last 2 weeks, and I've used them in various different ways. And in the 4 projects, I still haven't used all the images nor the sentiments in the stamp set. Not a problem, Bev. I'm so glad you're watching, even if you can't comment. So thanks for popping in and saying hi. So let me move this and let's flip around and get started, hey? Oh, Miss Louisa just moved positions and I've realised I've got stuff on my stand, which means we can't move it. There we go, all moved. Great. I will be back in a second. So being Thursday here in Australia, I know it's midweek elsewhere, but do you have any plans? What? Let's try getting up again. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Sorry, hang on. Let me flip this back around. Right. That way I won't give you all a headache or whatever. So tell me what your current plans are for the weekend. I know my kids have like an archery, like a foam archery thing with their karate peeps on Saturday, I think. Sorry, just trying to tighten up my stand. It's lost the ability to tighten up, but there you go. We're in nice and tight. I'll turn off my lights. And on Sunday, I have my team meeting. So I've got a number of my team coming around and we will make a couple of projects, one of which I know and the other one is in my brain, and I'm waiting for a delivery that should happen today to make that project. You have a bingo event. That sounds fun, Lisa. Yes, I know you're in quarantine, Miss D. But you get crafting time. Hey, Rosemary. Oh, hello, Delinda. How did I miss you popping in? Oh, it was only like a couple of minutes ago. Okay, so sorry to have missed you, Delinda. Breakfast on Saturday and card class on Sunday. Look, this sounds like an amazing balance of things. Bev is running a class. Hello, Miss Linda. In the pool or in the craft room? I love all these crafty things that are happening. That's amazing. So, Artistically ink stamp set and the tag. So what I want to show you, so I've already pre-made a tag and I have 3 tags here to continue stamping with. So I'm going to, do you know what? I'm going to undo this box to show you how it comes together. So the pieces you get, I will show you the packaging. You get 2 pieces. Okay, so you get the lid piece and the base piece. So just let me pop this over here and I will show you. And there is no, I don't know that I can now get this apart, you know. There we go. So there is no adhesive required. So you get that piece. There is actually no adhesive required to make the boxes. You can, and I'll show you the hows and the whys in a second. Okay. But the thing I really love about these boxes, and I'll show you in a sec, and you get the lid. So I'm pretty sure I measured these, and they are, let me grab a ruler. And these are 3.5 by 3.5 boxes, and I think it's 2.5 inches tall. So 3.5 by 3.5 by 2.5 tall. So they're really, really nice. So you know how most boxes, the flaps are like a quarter flap? These flaps are full. So what I mean is they're the full width of the lid of the box. So it fully covers the box, and I think that gives the lid and the base a really nice rigidity to the box. So it, whilst like this, it may feel a bit flimsy when you actually get the box together, because you've got such a solid lid and such a solid base. They feel quite substantial and well put together. So you literally, I pre-folded everything. You pop one flap down, then the other flap. It doesn't matter which way it goes, and then you slide the lid in. Okay, so that's our lid together, pre-die cut, pre-scored. All you have to do is basically fold down all the score lines. For the lid, one flap in, the other flap in, and close the lid, the base, sorry. Close the lid of the base, and then they go together perfectly like that. Now, if you wanted and you didn't like these openings on the sides and where the lids go in, if you wanted them to be more closed like that, you can certainly use any of our glues to do that. Okay, you can use Terran tape, you can use our multi-purpose, you could use glue dots, anything. They are really cute boxes, Delinda. Hey Renee, are they food safe? Now, I had them up in the catalogue. Yes, these boxes are food safe, so they are perfect for a treat. Hello, Miss Cindy. Hello, Miss Margine. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking 2 places for comments, just making sure I'm not missing anything, but all the actions happening on Facebook. But that's okay. So, I want to show you something really cool. These are our in colour open weave ribbons, which I use to tie around the box. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls of ribbon fit like perfectly. So you can see that's flush with the lid, and that will be a great gift if you wanted to give away, look, if you wanted to give away new ribbon or some retired ribbon that just tied up like I have with our open weave ribbon. I do have a slot, and I'll show you how I made that slot, because even though we are making tags, I am still putting the slot in it. So yes, makes a really nice gift of some retired ribbon. Hey Felicity, hey Undid Lulu. Who's Undid Lulu? What did I miss? So yeah, this will be a great way to give a prize or a gift to anyone. And as I said, they're very, very generous boxes, which is nice. It's nice to have a generous box, and even if you filled the bottom with tissue paper, put in a nice pair of earrings or necklace or something that you've picked up, that would be great. Oh, Delinda Lou and Denise Lou. Right. Thank you for deciphering that for me, girls. Okay, box. So what I did for this box, I took the ribbon. Now, I did get out all 5 in colours here, but I have only used 3 in colours on this, and these are the 3 in colours. So I've used Polish Pink, Fresh Freesia, and Evening Evergreen, and I tied it around, tied a knot, slipped the tag on, then tied the bow. And I found that's nice and secure, and that is not going anywhere. Any questions on, yes, you do have to get this stamp set, Miss Cindy. Any questions on the box while I set up for some stamping and we can finish our 3 tags? So I'm just popping down. I don't know why I've got my silicone mat. I really don't need it. Okay, I have just my scratch paper, and grab out the 4 images that I need. So I need our little spottage. That's a bit big for the spottage. So we've got our spottage, and in the tag you can use as much or as little spottage as you would like. I'm calling this the rose because it is most rose-like. Got the rose, and then I'm going to use the double leaf only. You could use the single leaf, but I preferred to use the double leaf, and I may use these flowers on the card base. So I'm thinking of mimicking this box and using a craft, or sorry, it's called the Scalloped craft box, but I will use a crumb cake card base. So I'll just mount that and our best wishes sentiment. So they are all the stamps that I need. We are using Very Vanilla as a base because I thought the Very Vanilla toned in nicely with the crumb cake / craft. Thank you for the peer pressure on Cindy, Lisa. I appreciate it. Hey, Miss J. Almost the whole crew's here, Jay. We're just missing Rose. And the crew's here. Okay. Hey, Cloud. Thank you so much for popping in to say hello. I appreciate it. Okay, so to start, when I'm stamping like a collagey image like this, I really like to start with my largest image, which is this rose, and I'm going to stamp it in the polished pink because I love pink. I just do. Okay, now these ink pads, ever since I've bought them, have been extremely inky. Well, not over inky, just inky for these distinctive stamps. So what I'm going to do, so I don't know if you can see, there are little bubbles on this stamp, which for me tells me when I stamp it on my ink paper, it's going to be overly inky and not as light and defined as these images. So I can kind of de-ink the ink pad. That is the wrong bone folder. Just let me grab a baby wipe. So I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, so we can de-ink in two ways. Now I have started calling this, what I'm about to do, buttering. I don't know that there's a better way, but I am literally like buttering your toast. But I'm not adding anything. I am pushing with the bone folder and pushing this ink deeper into the ink pad. So you can see the colour difference between the very edge and the middle to where we just were. Ah, well, there's a bit of a sneak peek up here, but I've already shown how the box comes together. I know, I heard about that accident and didn't even think you'd be caught up in it, Janie. So I'm sorry you got caught in that accident or the aftermath of the accident. So now when I show you this stamp, you really can't see any bubbles up on the bolder lines of the stamp, and when I stamp it directly next to, I get a lighter but more defined image. So that's without buttering our ink into the ink pad, and this is afterwards, and I'm much happier with this image. The other thing we can do, and I did show this in my last video, is use our blending brushes to, no, maybe it was last week's video. Do you have hoodies in the US? I need to know this. But yes, You can also ink up your stamp with the blending brush, but I am really happy with that image, and because I'm stamping 3 tags, this will be the way we go. So I'm going to stamp this 3 times, and I'm just going in a bit of a pyramid pattern, and I'm going to do this on all 3 tags. Now these are very vanilla tags, are literally scraps. I stuffed that one a little. That's okay. It's all okay. Okay, I can see what I've done. Whoa, that was a bit scary. That was almost the whole of that in the ink pad. Okay, so they are my roses stamped. I'm just going to stamp that off a titch. I'm finished with my polish pink, so we are going to close the ink pad before we have an inky disaster, which, you know, can happen. Okay, I do need to wipe the back of this ink pad because I've got some ink on the lid, so sometimes it can transfer. Hello, Miss K. An Oodie, an Oddie, an Oodie. It's like a. Explain what it is, Jamie, because you own one and I don't. Thank you, Jamie. I will let that conversation go without me. Oh, you're spreading the eyes. Disaster avoided. Yes. Yes, disaster avoided. I like avoiding stamping disasters. So next, I'm going to go in with my next largest image, which is my double leaves. And I'm only going to add 2 lots of leaves. Okay, now I, as always, stamp off on your scrap piece of paper first. Okay. And that image is fine. I did find my evening evergreen, which is the most amazing green, isn't overly inky. Okay, so I'm just adding 2 leaves, 2 each. And this one, I'm kind of going to go that way. I like that. I'm just seeing what works with each tag, really, because I do want to make sure they do look like leaves, even if it's just a little bit. And I've got this most annoying piece of hair that keeps on attaching itself to my mouth. Okay, so we've done that. Stamp this off. So I do that to make my Stampin' Scrub less inky. Oh, I will leave this out because I did stamp the best wishes. Although, which do you prefer? I think I prefer it in the black. So I stamped it in evening evergreen on this one and black on this one. In the meantime, while you guys make your decision, because I'm guided by you today, I will stamp my spottage in Fresh Freesia, which I adore. It's a snuggie. Yes. It's open at the back, is it, Jamie? Black is sharper. Okay, I kind of agree after comparing both, but I can do the spottage first. Now, for your spottage, you can add as much or as little as you want. Now, I just got one there by, rather than stamping it flat, just by tilting it and just grabbing that one singular spottage. So, and make sure you kind of go close to the edges, so then it doesn't look so contained. Don't know how else. Don't know. It gives you the illusion, and a certain illusion when you go off the edges, like I have with this. And just one there. Okay, I'm done. I've gone less spottage on this one. And then I will grab my memento and pop the sentiment on. And I'm also making sure to twist this stamp so it doesn't look the same all the way through. And two there. I think that one's done. And then for the card base, I'm definitely going to use crumb cake, and I'm going to see what layers kind of work from there, because we definitely will need some layers. And just to build this up, we will be using some ribbon, not sure what colour yet, so I will check my votes. An illusion, yes, an illusion. So Jamie, is it really open in the back? Hello Joy, thank you for joining. Sorry Joy, I missed you. Hi. Sorry, I missed. You guys have been chatting. Black, 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 black it is. Okay, so my memento ink. So I did like the spottage, and I always like the option of a spottage image in my stamp sets. Just allows you to either go clean and simple or just add that extra touch of detail. Now we're not using at this stage the evening evergreen again, so I will close that, although I do have a feeling I will be using the fresh freesia again, but we shall see. Okay, memento. This will require some stamping off, although I betcha I'm going to stamp it perfectly the first time. Of course I am. Of course. So, thinking I will go down here, and that one wasn't so great, but it's stamped all the same. So this one in the middle, that's better. Just hold it on for those few more seconds to get a nice crisp image and let that ink transfer. So that is our 3 tags stamped. Okay, now what I have used to create the slot for our ribbon is the Label Me Fancy punch. Okay, so you've got this really nice label image, you've got the dot for twine or the little circle, and you've got the slot for ribbon, so you can put it in either 4 sides, in the middle, whatever you want. But I can use these to slot in and just grab that. So as always, I will just move this for a second. I use my punches upside down. Now, to line this up as best we can in the middle, I do put it all the way in. I'm going to have to swap hands. So I put it all the way in, make sure I'm getting as even as possible, bring it back to that line so my paper is pretty much butt up with that, and I punch, and that's fairly centered. I'm actually fairly happy with that one. Go figure. doing it with all the pressure of a live video. And oh, I'm doing it. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Ah, good girl, Linda, letting Google be your friend. Hello, Miss Allison. Thank you for joining. A Snuggie is open at the back, not the Udi. Okay, cool. It's the pink is Polish Pink, Lisa. So I'm using all the 2021, 2023 in colours. Well, not all of them, just 3 of them. So the Polish Pink, the Fresh Freesia, and the Evening Evergreen. Okay, so that is all our punching done. I'm just moving this Best Wishes way out of my way so I don't do anything. Just going to wipe my hands just in case I have any rogue ink. Okay, so your choice of ribbon colours. I'm going to have to, so purple, pink, green. I'm also happy if you say freesia, pink, or evergreen, or polished. I'm just going to grab down some crumb cake card bases while you girls get a voting. And then I can finish off those tags and then do the card bases. Yes, Cindy, evergreen. Okay. I was home 2 years ago today from my gallbladder surgery. So my Facebook tells me. Good luck, Cindy. The poisonous insects are going nowhere. But then you guys have tarantulas that I know don't harm humans, but oh my God, they look so scary. Evergreen. See, I like the freesia. Maybe it's because I'm purple girl. So one of these is going to, maybe I could do one in every colour and then we can choose from there what the third one is. I don't know. So let me cut these 4 card bases. Oh, pardon me. Score and cut these 4 card bases. So score in half lengthways. Cut, or sideways, yeah, lengthways, then cut in half in the other way. So that's 2 card bases. And if I wasn't, don't know what I was doing there. If I wasn't on video, I may even do a couple of other ones because crumb cake card bases are always needed and extremely versatile. Okay, so 4 card bases. Don't know if I'm going to do any more cutting, but my trimmer, that is amazing considering I cut like my paper shares with that blade that has already been in there for a while, and this paper is still cutting like a dream. What colour? Use what colour you want. Do you know what? I'm going to try the evergreen because do you know what? I think it'll look rather classy and sophisticated. I can see where their brains we're going. But do you know what? We'll just use all three because I haven't used the polished pink with it. And the girls in my launch class were, it was kind of evenly matched because I like giving them a choice. Like, often we'll get 4 different designs in the class. Like, I design the project and then they will redesign my project with what I've provided for them. I know. The blades on the new trimmer are amazeballs. Okay, so this is what I was thinking of, possibly, because the tag is going to go somewhere like that, possibly matted, definitely on dimensionals. Never know, there may be some vellum involved, but I was thinking that there needs to be something on the background. And I was thinking possibly this, but do I stamp it in Versamark or in crumb cake, or do I add in the softer green in the soft succulent and add in a softer green, and that'll go a bit darker on the cardstock? Or do I stamp in the fresh freesia? Tell me what you think, and I will start doing my ribbon while you tell me what you think about those. Now, yes, it was pointed out in my class that I have matched all my ribbon pins in colour to the ribbon. I was apparently that anal on that day to do that. No, because I only want to stamp them all in the same colour. Not helpful, Miss J. Not helpful. Now, of course, I could tie not a bow, but this is me, and we want to make things difficult. So I'm going to tie a bow because, once again, this is me. Oh my God! I talk about me being difficult, and it works. First time. Kind of want this tail down, so one tail down, one tail up kind of thing. I do like the look of that, especially for this kind of tag where we're just doing it for looks and not necessarily using it to like attach. So you can see I moved, can't pick this end up now. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not sure I like the evening evergreen. I think, yeah, not sure I like it at all, but I did it for you girls. They're not my ribbon scissors. No wonder why they're not snipping like they should. These even feel better in my hand. Okay. Done, done, done. Versamark or embossing folder? Versamark on the background would let the stamp piece be the centerpiece. Yes, that's, oh my God, I just did something and I don't know what. Let's reverse out of that. I have no idea what I just did, but I pressed a button that I shouldn't have. Hello, Beryl. Ah, yes, I am live, Beryl. So thank you for joining. So I'm going to poo-poo the evening evergreen. I just think it's too much. I will try one with the polished pink and one with the freesia, and then I'll go with my favourite, because if you've got all the ribbon, I say use it, because I'm always left with, oh, dear word, I'm always left with leftover ribbon, and I'm going to be smart and pin this straight up. So you can watch me struggle doing the pinning, because my hands don't want to pick up the pin. Okay. There we go. Pinned. Not well, but it's pinned. Okay, that's that pinned. I'm going to stamp one of the backgrounds and we'll let it soak in and see what it's like. We said Versamark. Okay. So Jamie, do you find you get, you agree it's overpowering? I'm glad. Yeah, but it's fine. Like, it's fine. It will be used. I'll give it to someone who loves green. It's fine. It's just not my fave. Okay. So, same thing with this. We want to be stamping off the edges. Although I think I'm going rather ambitiously, stamping these all so close together. I think maybe I should have gone a bit more randomized and spread them out a bit, but I will let you be the judge of how it looks in the end. Now this is going to be subtle because we're using the Versamark, but you can see as it's drying, it is definitely darkening up, and I'm just going through the holes on the edges just to fill those in. I'm going to put this to the side to dry. Pop my lid back on there, and I'm going to use my polished pink ribbon first. So this is a good thing, and I'll let you watch this as it dries, that I can get one part going, so get one portion going, and then just flip back to something else. So then we can get a true look at the result. I will be on the Zoom. Oh, it didn't matter as much because it was the 3 images anyway, so it was quite random as it was, Miss J. Okay. I don't think this one's going to work either. But let us see. Let's see. Okay, tied the knot, one loop, and hold. I'd love to know what David's doing. Not that he's making a racket, but he's making noise that I can't equate to noises that he normally makes. Okay, this one isn't playing nicely, so I'll do this. It's because it's a tag. It's like I need something heavy on it, like a pair of scissors, so it won't move. Right, take 2. grab that end, push that under and through. Come on. Okay, so that has grabbed, which is good. Pull it right back. Twist it. Now, let me put these scissors back. Twist it around to the way that I want it. Did I just do then? Nothing. Okay. So I just keep on pulling and tightening until I am happy with the result that I have. And do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. Just need to refresh screen here. Technology is not being my friend. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that has problems with pins, Beryl. Because I'm going to have to do it like twice more. Yeah. Honest thoughts on the polished pink. I like it better than the green. But I think the last two I'm going to do in Fresh Freesia. Because it's my fave. I don't know if the polished pink is competing as well. Tell me your thoughts. Okay. Okay, pin in. Rubbish. Rubbish bin. Thank you, Tina. They'll be awesome when they're in cuts. But that's okay. We're getting there, aren't we? We are getting there. So tell me what you think of that background. I would love to know your thoughts. Oh, I pinned that comment. Right. I didn't mean to do that. You're liking the pink, Sylvia. Maybe still a bit bright, okay. Because see, you do have the Fresh Freesia option there. So what do you think of the card base? Oh my gosh, that's a huge baby shower, Jamie. That's huge. Sorry, checking my comments. You like the background. Hard to say. Oh, until you see the tag on it. Sorry, tag. Now, I can put the tag on something else as well. So, nothing saying we can't layer up this tag. Okay, so I will leave that there for you girls to peruse. Sorry, you guys, all of you. And we will get on with my last two bows. How am I going? Yeah, going okay for time. Just go get the kids from school, then duck up to Erina Fair to pick up something for David and possibly buy a handbag to go with some outfits I bought the other day for some upcoming weddings. Are you catering for the baby shower, Jay? Or is your sister? And you're just providing the space. At least you've got lots of grass that everyone can park on. Hopefully it's not boggy. Look at me and my bows today, guys. Do you know what? I may even There we go. Oh, grab. Right. Pull. Oh my dear word. I'm pulling everything way too small for my hands. That's better. I haven't got a good knot, like a good knot anymore, but do have it a bit better situated. Okay, that's just going to be on its side. We're going to trim that end anyway, so it's not going to be competing with the sentiment. Have tails a bit longer than the bows. Oh, it's going to be very cold. You're not. See, I'm not a shoe person because I wear orthopedic shoes. Okay, so these are our 3 colour options. I know which one I'm going with. I just prefer the softness of the freesia. Has anyone else who liked the evening evergreen changed their mind? As I get on to the last one. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to tie it upside down to see if I can get a better bow that's not on its side. Because sometimes it's the angle that you come at it with. Scissors on. I've totally done this the wrong way. Come on. It's not all working for me. There we go. Now I've got my tails and my ends and all of that on the right sides. We can do this. Right, not. Do love the sheerness of the open weave in the middle of this. It's very, very pretty. Ah! The last one, girls. The last one. It was going, and then it just didn't go. Okay. Second time lucky. Second time lucky. Much better. That was rather perfect straight up. And do a titch of trimming. And titch of trimming. And we're all good. Okay. No, you do not want your grass torn up. You like freesia now better. -6, Felicity. Oh my God. Freesia with freesia stamped. Okay, that's my next thing. Good afternoon, Miss Glenda. Thank you. Hey, Chris. Lots of craft done. You are down. Yes. Oh, there is a 7-day lockdown. That must have happened while I've been on live or was chatting. It is totally necessary. Thank you, Miss D. I'm glad you like the tags. Yeah, unfortunately, sadly for Victorians, you guys have had a pretty hard trot during the last 12 months, but yeah, totally necessary. It is getting a bit out of control. I think I heard on the radio that the contact tracers are up to like 70 sites. So, and even the person on the radio was there going, once you get to a certain number, it's very hard for contact tracers to track, and that's when a lockdown is required. And that is what has happened. Ooh, nice. Enjoy. Hello, Leanne. Oh, in between meetings. Will you deserve a break if you're in between meetings? Great. So I don't need to clean this stamp because we have just used Versamark. So I'm going to go for a titch more spaced out. I'm going to see how that kind of looks. It may not look. Now the stamping on this background, because this is a distinctive stamp, won't be perfect. Do just need a little titch there and there. Ah, see, I even think I like that better spaced out. So do I need a layer underneath? I feel like I still need a layer underneath, but a layer of what? While I stamp up the rest. What are we thinking? Over 100 sites now. Wow, that's exploded in the last couple of hours, Chris, because I think that was at like, oh no, it may have been at 9 o'clock this morning. Jamie, me and white pigment ink are not friends. I will not be doing that. But I do definitely like the colour better. This is still fine, but the colour just makes it pop more, having the coloured background. But I'll leave this here for you guys to think about and peruse. Layer the colour of the ribbon. Okay, cool. I like that idea a lot. David, what on earth are you doing? Ah, no, you've been making a bit of a ruckus. I couldn't work out what you were doing. So rather than me moving the stamp in my hand, it is like a bazillion times easier for me. In particular, I envy the people who can just flick a stamp set in their hand, because I can't. But yeah, it's just easier for me to flick the paper than to reposition the stamp in my hand, because I've got a nice comfortable. That was shocking. That'll have to be what it'll be. Hello, Miss Alicia. Oh, that's a good thing, Chris. But you never know what may come up in the next couple of days, so better to be safe than sorry. Okay, and a little one up there, so keeping my thing of going off the edges, just doing little turns as I go. Doing some shocking stamping here. But half of this, or at least a good part of this, will be covered up with the tag. So I'm not really particularly worried as such. Okay, and one more there, and that is our 4 card bases done. I just wanted to get some texture, but as Jamie suggested earlier, an embossing folder would look great, as would some gold embossing, some gold heat embossing, as we've used on the box previously. So many things. Right, now I'm getting down my individual colours. And is this a full card front? No. Is it a card base? No, it's not. Awesome. So, fresh freesia. I need to mat this once. So, I need to work out my sizing. So this is 4.5 centimeters by 9, or just under, 9. So we'll want to go, what did I say, 5? So let me go 9.5. And then 2 5s. And that should look lovely, because it definitely needed some grounding. That moved, that moved, that moved. That's crooked. I will kill people's. Oh, it will do. So that's 2 of those. Let me pop that piece of scrap back. Let's grab our polish ink and see what scraps we have of that. No, I'll just use this piece. Oh, I'm going to break a container that way, so let's go 5 by 9. Oh, that's perfect as it is. That was a perfect width. And now I want my evening evergreen, which is so regal. Oh, that's misty moonlight. Not helpful, not helpful. Where's my evening evergreen? I've got, aha, hiding. Right. And yeah, so I want to go 5. And my blade just popped out of the little holes here. So to pop him back in, I just put the nubby bit in the hole and the second nubby bit, and we're all fine again. It was just on the wrong angle. 5 by 9.5. Oh, one I may have cut wrong. The polish pink may not quite be right, but that's okay. We'll just make it work. I think the polish pink, yeah, the polish pink is just going to have strips down the side, which will look nice anyway. We're just going to work with what we've got. Second gold layer. Okay, I will see. I'm going to give Cindy another heart attack with my gold. I gave Cindy a heart attack last time, so you girls can kind of watch yourself for a second. Let me grab my gold foil, because you are right, a bit of gold is going to work beautifully, but I just, come on. They slide. Slide. There we go. Right. Right. There we go. So, David's laughing at me. You're being very rude, Mr. Woodbridge. I'm struggling here a little, and you're laughing at me. So they are all my gold scraps. I have lots of them. That's not going to work. But I have this piece. What kind of sizing is this? Now that is shorter, but if I just had that like peeking out the sides, that would look really nice. And that way I'm using a scrap and not cutting into a whole big piece. I have that piece I can use. Thank you. I do like my laptop cover. It is rather pretty. It's a bit me. I have that piece we can use. Okay, I think I've got all the bits, enough bits for me to use. Now, if we said this was 5, we want to cut this piece at 5.5. And then we can add some like finishing touch of a couple of gold pearls. So we need 4 pieces cut at 5.5. Okay, so that's a scrap to go back. It doesn't matter if these pieces are shorter, they're more there for an accent. So am I giving you a heart attack yet, Cindy? Because I used this whole big piece of gold and didn't cut anything out of the middle, and I don't think her poor little heart was particularly coping. But apparently I'm not as frugal as some would like. Okay, so there's our 4 pieces. And now we can start adhering. No, I'm not, Jamie. I'm working with what I've got. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's what I'm trying to anyway. Oh, getting a bit. Mr. Woodbridge will fall over. I'm getting a bit warm in here and just turned off my heater. Ooh, nice. I can't wait to see what you make on the weekend either, Tina. Gold embossing on the paste. Freesia layer. Thank you guys so much for all your opinions and help. I love involving you in these projects. Yes, I'm using your dreaded glue, Jamie. But it's okay. It works for me and I love it. Now, we're going to go matching colours. We did say this one was going to have nice sides, and just a teeny bit on the top and bottom because I cut it wrong, and that's okay. And they're all going to be slightly different but the same. Just slightly different. Okay. Sorry, I'm going quiet while I'm gluing, trying to get them fairly even and stuck down without getting gluey fingers. Oh, thank you, Tina. I try. I only share. I said I'm not frugal. Yes, that's what Cindy had an issue with. My lack of frugalness. Where's the other one? It's hiding. Yes, that's what Cindy was having an issue with. But I have so much of this paper of the gold, I am totally fine. I have no issues at all with doing what I'm doing. I know Cindy's having a bit of a heart issue, but luckily she's gone to have dinner and she doesn't have to witness what's about to happen. Okay. Oh, see, now the evening evergreen all makes sense when I put that matte on. Wow. Amazing what happens when I add 1, 2, 3 pops of the same colour. Amazing. But I love all the rest as well. Okay, so I'm going to need I did refill it, my Stampin' seal. Just need to, oh, there it is, there's a sticky edge. What's the faces for, Jay? Oh, there we go. Stickiness is off my fingers. Just do 2 little lines through the middle and just, now that looks so classy. That looks lovely, and I think I shall put this one on here. That will work really nicely, but I'll do that all at the same time. And then I will use some, don't know whether to use, I think pearls, because the gold will look better with pearls. Put the glue away. You finish with the glue. Then I'm not tempted to grab it. Ah, right. I know. We all have our preferences. Okay, and one more to go. And they're all slightly different but the same. Oh, nice hot and sour soup. You are a good friend, Dee. Did he fix the pop-up card part? Louisa can't make up her mind where she's sitting. She keeps on going between her bed and her mat. Oh no, she's left her mat and she's now back on her bed. So, dimensionals. I don't want to go back in. Go in, thank you. Right. So, dimensionals. So, should we be centering this or off center? Because I will add all my dimensionals and I will show you the difference on the first 2 cards. Oh, it was David who I thought was Louisa. Whoops. I just heard her bed being grazed. So that is, I think, centered. Will look, that's centered and that is offset. But I think centered or fairly centered will look very, very nice. And then I've got to pop off and take some photos of these projects, because these have just happened right now. Oh, come on. It doesn't want to leave. Right, there we go. How rude, how rude, how rude. I'm so happy I have made all my class projects. I still have, as I was saying, one project to make, but I want to use the Bloom Where You're Planted paper. And because of my paper share, I only have like a half a sheet left and I need a bit more than that for the team meeting. So I'm getting that delivery sometime today and I have all my swaps to make. I think I'm going to stay with this stamp set because I've got like 11 or 12 swaps to make for the team. We had lots of people participating with the new catalogue swap. So I think I'm using this and I may go for a bit of a rainbow. I'm not sure. I was lacking, I've got an idea, but I was lacking some inspiration and get up and go last night. Centered looks great. Center. Excuse me, Denise, spelling R-E, not E-R. A center is somewhere where you go, E-R. Center, R-E, is the center of something. 2 different things, 2 different meanings. Sorry, didn't mean to school everyone with that. Chris, it's hard. And it's like when I type colour, like especially for in colours, I have to spell it the American way because that's how it's spelt in the catalogue, which is technically correct, even though it's not the way we spell it everywhere else in the world, except for America. But yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm going to need a heat pack for my back in a second, but I'm pleased to say my back x-ray doesn't show, well, the report for the x-ray didn't show anything too extraordinary than a congenital back thing that I have, which I didn't know about, but I don't know if that's causing the issues, but the radiographer didn't seem to think it was an issue. Yes, I know you're very special, Denise, in far too many ways that you don't. No, it's not. It's C-O-L-O-U-R. Neighbour also has a U in it. You guys have a U, the letter U version. We have spoken about this many a times. But colour and neighbour are the things that just get me. It's like it's aluminium, where you guys say aluminum. It's aluminium. Spelled the same way, we just say it different. Do you think I can get that backer off? Now, I'm not professing that these are perfectly in the centre either. I am just going approximately. But the mats on it certainly give it a lot more prominence on the card. Do we spell it the same? Poinsettia. Do we spell it the same? Yes, we do spell it the same. Aluminium. Not aluminum. Pavement. You say pavement, we say sidewalk. There are so many things. Like when you guys try Vegemite, you use the wrong amount. I'm going to share something in there. I may even share it tonight because I saw something really cool about Vegemite. And I went, oh my God, all my American people need to know about this because there is a level of Vegemite that is correct. When you guys try Vegemite and go, ew, that's horrible, you use the incorrect amount of Vegemite, which clouds your judgment on Vegemite. Oh, we do say pavement, but I more say footpath. Shush, I'm concentrating. It isn't horrible, Denise. It's amazing. It's just you used a spoonful. You did not use a scrape across a heavily buttered piece of toast, which is how Vegemite should be eaten. Are we disappointed I didn't do more than one of these evening evergreen ones now after seeing this end result? Now, do I have any gold? Oh, I have lots of silvers. I don't have many golds. I do have these. Or, no, I think they will be a bit too, hey, look at me. Or I could use matte black. Could use matte black because on 4 of them I've used black. I've got champagne rhinestones, if I can find them. Do you think I can find my champagne rhinestones? Like, seriously? Haha. Or champagne rhinestones. Go, vote. Pearls, rhinestones, black dots. Flip-flops. Yes, New Zealanders do call them jandals. They also say Subaru instead of Subaru. I own a Subaru car. You said thongs too. It is just weird. Good. Yes, a small amount with lots of butter. Good work, Amanda. I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm going back and reading this. Trunk. It's not a trunk. It's a boot. I'll go and check on maps. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was my tummy. You must be with Cindy Beryl. You work every day with an account in Alexandria. They are wonderful and outstanding people. Very good. Okay, where are we going? Champagne, right? Bum bag. It is a bum bag, not a fanny pack. Mind you, fanny is actually a traditional name that is in the same era as my name, Ellen. So, what are we going? No, considering I'm the one that had to tell our CEO, Shelley, what that stamp set actually meant in Australia. Can we please not go there, Denise? Please. And it's for anyone who's wondering, it's a recently retired stamp set that was a tree stamp set that was not well named for Australians who like to use colloquial slang a lot. Who's that? My daughter. Yes. My daughter is now living in England and will be disgusted with even a scraper. No, Marmite and Vegemite are two very different things. Every time I go, you take a kilo bottle. No. Marmite is very different to Vegemite, and I don't like Marmite. Yay, my order just arrived. Thank you, Bob. Yay. Oh, that one just dropped there perfectly. What? Why would I want Stampin' Up stuff on the bed?
I was trying to play a trick on you, didn't respond. I was going to wait for you to say, "Oi, my box."
Why I already have my box. It's permanent. No, I should not go there.
Here you go.
I can't. I'm put on the floor. We shall stop going there. Okay, just adding 3 around the sentiment because, I mean, the card got a bit busy, but having the 3 champagne rhinestones just brings your eye back to the sentiment. I hope you like what I'm doing. Just using little ones, don't feel like we need anything big. What do you think? I mean, too late. I know, I'm sorry, I was being very cheeky. Don't want my accounts banned. I mean, it's bad enough what I went to the doctors for today. But we will leave that where that stays at the doctors. Okay, so finished, done and dusted. Unless any smart people, now she's acting all professional, yaha, I can turn it on the toss of a dime. I'm in New Zealand. Vegemite has entered the house once. Sylvia, you trader. Frog in my throat. There we go. Okay, what did we use today, everyone? What did we use? We used a bit of everything. We have used exclusively the Artistically inked stamp set. We have used the Scalloped craft box with the tag, and I also used the other tags for a card with gold accents and champagne rhinestones, which actually look really pretty. And we have used the open weave ribbons in Evening, Evergreen, Polish Pink and Fresh Freesia. So alongside your candles. Jamie. Thank you all so very much for joining me today, and thank you for playing along and choosing. I like my choose your own adventure videos. Thank you so much, Glenda. I appreciate it. So yeah. My Facebook comments came back. Like, that took forever. My Facebook comments came back right at the end. Oh my God. Right at the end, I can see you do like the evening evergreen one the best, Tina. Interesting, isn't it? Because it was the one we all changed our mind on, isn't it? But I do like it as well. I'll show them to you all up close and personal, just so you can have a look. There's the evening evergreen, the polished pink. I like saying polished pink. Don't ask me why. Fresh freesia. You're dying over here. Normally it's you making me die, Jamie. So yeah, see, you don't even know why I went to the doctors today. Okay, dying over here. My pleasure, Cindy. Oh, you enjoy the mystery of the handsome cab. Just a fact here, my family used to own a handsome cab company in Sydney. So there you go. So I'm quite familiar with handsome cabs, as are my family. So my grandparents and my great aunt owned houses across a lane from each other, and my great aunt and my great uncle owned the hansom cab company. So they had a stable and all of that in their backyard. So there you go. Yes, handsome without the D. That's correct. That is correct. Thank you so much, Candy. So great to see you. I feel like it's been forever. Hopefully I'll catch up with you over the weekend, Miss Candy. So have an amazing couple of days. I will get working on all my teen things. So then I may be working on them when I hang out with a few of you on the Zooms that are organised for the weekend. But thanks for the laughs, the inappropriateness, and just us being us. So have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you next week with some all new projects. Have a good one, guys. Bye.